Hey guys, what's up? And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you're an oldie, welcome back. So what's been up? How have you guys been? So for me, of course, if you watch my channel, you already know I'm in the fall spirit. Like, I just freaking love fall. I got my orange and brown nails. I have my candy corn earrings, and then I have my shirt that kind of matches. So yeah, I'm just really excited. So for today, I'm going to attempt to do an all matte look. So I'm going to do red, orange, and yellow. Yellow starting in the corner and then red ending on the outside. So I guess we're going to see how this goes. I don't think I've ever done an all matte look on my channel. I don't even think I've even ever done an all matte look in real life. Maybe like once or twice, if I can't even remember. But I'm super excited to do this. So if you want to see how I'm going to create this all matte ombre fall look, then please keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm going to do that using the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I'm going to grab my JESSUP cream shader brush. It's like a flat brush. I'm just going to start applying this to my lid. So if you guys have yellows, oranges, and reds, grab your palettes and you can follow right along. So now I'm just going to go with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Fair Light. I'm just going to use this to set my lids. Just going to use this medium shader brush by Wet n Wild. This step is always super important when you're concealing your lids, because if not, you're going to get a bunch of creasing. So first, I'm going to go into the Morphe and James Charles. So I'm going to go into this shade called Tune and then this shade called B. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to swap between both of the colors. So to do that, I'm going to take a Luxe Petite brush by JESSUP. I'm just going to start laying this on the inner part of the lid. Okay guys, I think I'm just going to stick with a Tune because the B shade is just a little too bright for me. So I'm just going to stick with Tune because it's a more toned down yellow. So I'm just going to continue packing this right on the inner part of the eye, just until I got it as dark or as deep as I want it. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. So now I'm going to grab this shade right here called Code James. And for that, I'm going to use a number 3 brush by BH Cosmetics. And I'm just going to start tapping into this very lightly. Tapping off all that excess and just going to start bringing this right into the middle of my lid. So I'm actually going to tone it down a little bit, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here called 518. Just want to see how this shade applies compared to the other one. Just going to lay it right over top. Okay, now this is more of like a muted orange, which I do like a little bit better. As I'm blending this in the middle, I am blending it more so toward the inner and the outer, just because we want a nice transition and ombre effect to that yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the same thing on the other eye. I actually just got a little bit closer so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. So far as right now, I'm absolutely loving it. It's going to be the real test when we get to that deeper color, just to make sure everything slowly and gradiently blends very, very nicely. Okay guys, so as for right now, what are you guys thinking? I'm actually really starting to like it. So now I'm going to go in for the deeper red color. I don't know if it's going to be so much red, maybe burgundy. I'm not really sure what I would call this shade, but I'm going to start out with the shade in the James Charles palette. And this shade is called 10% Off. This one right here. So now for that deeper color, I'm going to take this small blending brush by Morphe. And I'm just going to start like kind of lightly dusting it on that outer corner. Slowly, I'm just going to build that color up. So I'm going to take a lot of time just kind of packing and building. So I'm really liking these three colors mixed together. I think it's starting to look really, really good. So as I'm working this color in the outer V, I'm going to slowly start blending it into that orange. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. Just slowly start building up that color on the outer V. I just feel like looks like this, it's all about patient time and just practicing. Because right now I'm really starting to like it. So far, I'm loving it actually. So I guess we'll just have to see. I'm gonna go back into that number 3 brush in that shade Code James. And we're gonna start blending this into the yellow. So now I'm gonna go back into those 2 first shades of yellow that we used. Start blending all that in. Okay, now I'm going to jump into the e.l.f. palette just to grab one of the yellow shades, and I'm going to take this shade called Paloma. It's kind of like the James Charles and muted yellow, but it's not. It's a little bit more vibrant because I'm just not liking how light the yellow is compared to the orange and the red shade. I'm just going to see if I can get this kind of a little more dark. Okay guys, so at this time I have to say I'm super, super impressed. I absolutely love the way this ombre look is turning out. I just, like, my heart is full with this because I just feel like it looks so pretty and it's something different than what I normally do. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys are thinking about this look. So yeah, I'm going to get off camera, do my eyeliner, my false lashes, and all that good stuff. And then I'll be back to do the bottom waterline. Okay guys, I'm back. I have mascara, false lashes on, so now we're going to move on for the bottom waterline. So now with this step, we're going to do the exact same thing on the bottom that we did on the top. We're going to do the yellow, orange, and then we're going to go to the red. So to do the yellow, I'm going to go back into the e.l.f. palette and grab the shade Paloma. I'm going to take a angled brush by Kilo. Start applying this right on the inner part. Gonna go back into the Morphe palette and grab that shade Code James, putting that right in the center. This is probably the most favorite eye look I've done this far. Now for our last color, we're gonna go back in with that shade called 10% Off. Same thing, getting that right on the outer part of the waterline. I'm gonna grab my Essence mascara and get those lower lashes. So now moving on for lips, I'm gonna take my NYX lip pencil, and this is in the shade Pale Pink. So I have 2 lipsticks that I'm not sure if I want to use. This one is the NYX, and this is in the shade Bottoms Off. And then the second one I have, this is the Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade Cedar Later. They're both very super pretty lipsticks. I'm going to swatch them both. So this is the NYX up top, and then this is the Wet n Wild. So I actually like the NYX one a little more, so that's what I'm going to go with for today. Okay guys, so here we have it. Here is the finished look. I'm not sure if I liked it better with the headband or not, because the headband is yellow, and I have yellow in my eyes, I have yellow on my shirt, so I kind of do like it with the headband. But we're going to take it off for now. But yeah guys, when this was all said and done, I'm really freaking happy with the outcome. I absolutely love this ombre effect, and like I said, you guys can do this with any 3 colors. I'm actually doing it more often with a couple more colors. I'm going to give you guys a close-up. Like, I am seriously obsessed with this look, and if you guys are too, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. If you guys like seeing me do certain looks, let me know. Also, if there's ever anything you want to see in particular, I'll leave my Facebook link below in case you want to head over there and send me a message, or my Instagram. As always, I love your guys' opinion on things. You guys are my viewers, and I want your input on things too. So yeah, as always guys, I want to thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.